Saw, dude.
Do 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 do. You know what, dude?
You know what, dude?
You know what, dude? And Shadazy.
Yeah, dude.
Shadazy.
Daniel. Saw, dude.
So,
This
dude.
is episode 7 of the Ridiculous Minds podcast, season 2.
Hold on a second.
Yes.
I don't think I heard a saw, dude from Biz. Biz.
Saw, dude.
There it is.
There it
We have
is.
Stubs.
That's me.
We have Biz.
Mm-hmm.
How do you beat all the kids?
Bizlog77, and we have Stein
Correct.
over here.
Correct.
Yellow.
The
I had to
pointing
do
does
it
not
backwards.
line up with my layout.
It did for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh.
This
We
is,
got
this
Biz.
is Rescos over
We
here.
got Stein.
Stein
We got Rescos.
and Biz.
That's Rescos right down there, the little pot guy. That's Rescos.
Oh, salted.
Dude, that's a sweet flannel.
Hey,
Oh, thank you.
I got it today.
You're not wearing a flannel.
You wish.
You're not wearing a flannel.
You're a flannel.
Your face is a
You
flannel.
don't say that.
You
Oh.
don't say that.
Today we have another special guest. We have the Bizlog77. And you know, with guests, we like to start them off with some interview questions, quote unquote. So, Subs, would you like to ask Biz some questions?
Yeah, I would actually. Biz, I guess kind of for our listeners out there, I guess we just kind of want people to understand like who you are, how you tick, and kind of what floats your boat, if you will. So those of you that may not know, Biz is a ridiculously awesome skateboarder. And I believe your specialty is street skating, correct?
Correct.
Correct. Can you, so when did that start? Like, when did you, like, obviously I feel like we all have like obsessions, like, and those obsessions turn into hobbies most of the time. Like I'm that way with music. And it's like, when did you know that that was your thing? And how did it come about?
So I was probably like around 1999 when Tony Hawk landed the infamous 900. That's about the same time as when I moved to an area where a childhood friend, Josh, I met him and he skated in front of his house. And that was like just the thing to do back then. It was just to skate in front of your house. And he got me into it. But then like watching like X Games and watching more of those kinds of like the sporting aspect of skateboarding, it got me more into it. And honestly, I'd say it'd be opposite. It went from a hobby to an obsession. And it's like, I just had fun doing it and fun meeting new people. And then also being a hockey player, the competitive side of me really got me into like doing competitions and stuff. And it's just been fun ever since. And I've been doing it for 20 plus years.
That's awesome. What
You
is,
recently got
what was
first place in
what was the
your house.
first trick you like told yourself you wanted to master? Like obviously when you were in the beginning, like you're like, okay, I gotta learn how to ollie, gotta learn how to skate forward first. But like, what was like the one trick you were like, I need to be able to do that?
The kickflip.
Yeah.
It's literally the hardest trick you'll ever learn in skateboarding at the start, because it's the amount of effort it takes for both legs to work simultaneously to do the trick. Because once you learn a kickflip, it's a lot easier to learn any other kind of flip trick, honestly, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So like once it took me a year and a half to land my first one.
Wow.
And there's people that can land it first day they step on a skateboard. But me, I didn't pick it up as quick as other people do. So it took me a long time to land my first one.
Did you find that your obsession, excuse me, my voice is rough from the weekend. Did you find that your
Don't
obsession drove you to not quit? Like, were there points in time in that year and a half where you were like, fuck this? Like
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It's extremely frustrating. It still is to this day. I went skating today and it's starting to get cold out. and that was affecting me not being able to land a trick that I know I can land.
Mhm.
And it's extremely frustrating, but it's landing the trick. Like, you'll spend 2 hours trying a trick just to land a trick and have a moment of happiness for like 10 seconds. That 10 seconds is worth the amount of work that you put in.
So you're saying it's like Tarkov. Got it. Got it.
I don't know. Tarkov is pretty pretty mentally debilitating. So
That's for certain.
Sure, I don't know if you do this. I don't know if you do this, but I'm actually a bit of a skateboarder myself.
Oh, really?
One time, I did a kickflip with a tech deck. So
That's honestly better than me because I can't play with tech decks. I suck
I
at those
also
things.
I made that up. I never did a kickflip with the tech deck.
I would have. You didn't have to tell me that. I would have believed you.
Well, I told you, so now you know.
The one time I tried doing a kickflip.
Now I have this.
Is that how you got your stuff?
Oh, wow.
Ultimate road rash.
It got infected. Got a Stein infection in his arm.
No, it's a sinus infection.
What just happened here?
Stubs' arm be like,
You alright, Stubs?
You fucking douchebags.
love you, buddy.
What I was saying.
Wasn't ready for that.
What the fuck was I saying?
I don't even remember, dude.
Hold on.
You're talking about the one time you
the one
skated.
time I did a kickflip. When I say did, I tried to do a kickflip. My front foot, missed the front of the board. Back foot came back on the tail.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Popped right up.
Yep.
And that's why this little dent is right here.
Oh, nice.
I had stitches. There's a little scar right here from where there were literal splinters in the side of my eye from the board.
Oh, jeez.
I had we had to take like pictures for high school. Like it was my senior year. We had to take like pictures and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And my eye, I looked like I got my ass kicked because I had like this giant fucking black eye.
Very similar situation. The board popped up and knocked my front tooth out of my mouth.
Oof.
Ugh.
So this one right here is fake.
Damn.
What'd you make it out of?
What would you say is the worst?
A chiclet.
Good choice.
What would you say is the worst injury you've ever sustained skateboarding?
That's a good question. Well,
that you remember getting.
we'll run through a quick list. I've torn the ligaments in both my ankles. I have had 4 or 5 concussions.
It's
3
probably
years
6.
ago,
You just didn't remember the other one.
Yeah. I knocked this tooth out.
Yep.
I was at a skate park one time and I ran into a kid and his helmet hit my jaw and it dislocated my jaw.
Oh.
That was a fun one.
Oh, that one's painful. Oh.
Probably the 2 worst ones was 10 years ago, 10 or 11 years ago, I tore the AC ligament in my right shoulder. So now my shoulder sits 1.5 inches lower than it's supposed to. And I don't know if you guys want to see that because you will be able to see it on camera.
Whatever you want to do, dude.
I've seen it.
I don't care.
Wow.
Oh shit!
Damn.
That's fucking wild.
Fucking
That's my
spina bifida.
collarbone.
You could cut glass with that bad boy.
It's
He's got a shoulder stub.
all yeah.
My God.
all my friends that know about it like to when they see me, they like to grab me by it like it's a handle.
Does that hurt?
No, only if I throw. If I throw like a football or a baseball too many times, then it starts to get sore. But that's about it.
It's like your vestigial twin. freaking growing out of your shoulder.
It's Peter Griffin on
Exactly,
the side
vestigial
of my arm right now. That one, and then 3 years ago, I was skating and I fell and hyperextended the ligament in my right knee.
Ooh.
And it was the inside ligament, and it took me. So that was 3 years ago. It took me until about half a year ago to get back to where I was 2.5 years ago.
Oof.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it took a long time. Like I was back skating after like 4 or 5 months, but I didn't have the tricks back or the confidence back until like 2.5 years after.
Mm-hmm.
So that one, as far as recovery and coming back from it, that one was the worst one. But as far as shoulder, as far as pain and like the extent of the injury, the shoulder was the worst one.
Yeah.
Yep.
What would you say? Now, obviously, like you've been doing this for quite a while at this point. Are there any like crazy, like philosophical or existential life lessons you've learned, like over your years of doing this?
Don't stop trying. No matter how many times you fail, don't stop trying because you will succeed in the end.
Do you find that translates to other things other than
Absolutely.
skating? Yeah. For you, it's different for everybody, but I was just saying
Yeah,
for you.
It's in it to my job because I'm a welder.
Mm-hmm.
It pertains to that. As a content creator, it pertains to that because obviously, as a content creator, not everything is going to work for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not, your things aren't going to work. Things are going to fail. But as long as you don't stop trying and you still have a passion or an obsession for it, it's going to succeed eventually.
Mm-hmm.
That happens to me in pretty much every stream.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you say, Stein? Sorry.
So that happens to me in pretty much every stream. Something fails.
It's usually the tree
What?
behind you.
Oh,
bamboo.
yeah. Sometimes I like turn my camera on and it's just like hanging from the ceiling. It's weird.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, it is weird. Do you think him just comes in and just moves shit around to see if you notice?
I hope so.
That'd be
I would
funny.
move everything a half an inch.
Dude, I would.
Everything in the room.
She should. That'd be hilarious.
That'd be amazing.
And I know you listen to this. Start moving my shit around.
Start moving my shit. Just come in and everything's different. So what else? So Biz, obviously you've been skateboarding for a long time. What got you into like content creating? Like what about this industry got you into it? Did you like start from like, oh, I started doing like TikToks with skateboarding and stuff like that and then kind of move on, or?
No, like I've never been in this kind of content creating space, but I've been posting clips and photos on Instagram for years and years before I even started streaming. So like I never really I never even like truly knew the term of content creator. I was just a skateboarder that posted my clips and I enjoyed filming myself and posting it.
Mm-hmm.
But once to be transparent, I got into streaming solely just because like, hey, I could make money and play video games at the same time.
Right.
But then obviously you start joining communities and stuff like that. And then that aspect of it takes a back seat. And now you're making friends and building a community and stuff like that. So like filming and being confident with posting myself with my skateboarding on Instagram, that kind of translated to being confident enough to be on camera live in front of people and then posting stuff that pertained to that as well. Because like me going live, I don't have that like that anxiety of hitting the go live button and the skateboarding world of posting clips and going to competitions and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure it helped a lot with having that kind of confidence with that.
Mm-hmm. Did you find yourself like nervous about doing it the first time, like going live, or did you find yourself like nervous when it comes to like doing things like publicly like that?
A little bit, just because it was something new that I've never done before.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, hitting the go live button wasn't an issue because like when I first started, I had family members and coworkers that knew that I was going to start doing it, so they would come to my streams, and chat with me and stuff like that. So it's not like I started it without anybody backing me or anything. So it definitely was easy, but there was still like the nervousness was a little bit there.
Yeah.
That
Now,
reminds me.
yeah.
You excuse me. Must have been the pickle at hands.
The stub
So
pickle.
yeah, the stickle. Yeah. So not really related to skateboarding, but you said that you're not too nervous around going live, that sort of thing. But I know you were to call you out a little bit. I know you're a little bit nervous to get on this podcast. I've been trying to pick that apart because you're not the only person who said that. Who's a streamer who has come on this podcast and has been nervous beforehand. So I'm just
another streamer that hasn't yet come on the podcast that was nervous to come on the podcast.
Yeah. So I'm curious to hear the mentality behind that.
I think it's because it's a very on the spot thing, and it's strictly us just talking. With streaming, I have gaming, and also there's chat that I can build off conversation off of.
Mm-hmm.
Just think of us in chat, Biz.
Yeah, and it's kind of like how it is. But I also need to in an atmosphere like this, I need to put my own kind of 2 cents into it too. But with streaming, I have at least the distraction of playing a game and using that as a form of entertainment other than just me coming up with something to say on the spot. So, and plus I've been streaming for 4.5 years. I've never done a podcast before. So there's that too.
Same.
I'm pretty sure if after doing this, doing another podcast in the future, it won't be nearly as nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Either. And also, I don't consider myself as a comedic person. So, and I consider your guys' podcast. I consider your guys' podcast to be like a comedy podcast. So
this is a serious podcast with serious
what are you
subjects.
talking about?
We've ever got.
Fuck you, Biz.
Yeah, what the fuck? Dick.
But yeah, so that was kind of like my mindset about it.
We talk about world
think this is
issues
dummy.
here, Biz. This isn't some sort of frivolous podcast.
This
for
was
people to
actually going to
chuckle.
be an in-depth analysis of Schindler's List. So,
Sure, that's the one you want to go in depth on. Oh,
I mean, it makes sense for Stein because he's one of the ones that got out.
I have personal. Thank you, Stubs. I knew what I got myself into as soon as I opened my mouth about Schindler's List.
I could have got more.
So
it could have been more.
Biz, so back to your skateboarding stuff. So I know nowadays you're doing stuff more professional. You're more of a professional skateboarder now. I know you have your skateboard up there on the wall. I can't really point to it, but yeah. Your personal skateboard up there on the wall. So I'm genuinely curious now. And I know it's not about the money or anything, but just rough estimate. Could you give any kind of estimate as to how much money you've won skateboarding through like competitions?
Oh, not a whole lot, honestly.
Well, yeah.
Because as much as I travel for skateboarding, I don't really enter contests that are like the big contests where like the real money is made. Just because a lot of those are more held on the west side of the country. Some of them are held like closer to like New York and stuff too, and like it's just very. I'd almost end up spending more money than I would winning at those kind of contests, unless I had like sponsors that had money to burn. Like my sponsors are kind of like on the smaller end, so they don't really have the money to burn to send me to big contests like that.
Gotcha.
But
West Side.
That's what I said.
There's been times where like I've won money and that's paid a bill for that month. So it's like Like the last contest I went to, which is one of my favorite contests. It's called the Fall Classic, held here in Michigan, and I got sixth place, and I won $80, and so that was pretty nice. That was, stuck that in the savings, and
Yeah.
it was good.
So, if you were to starting today, right? Every winning from every competition from today for an entire year, would you have enough to pay like your bills for a month kind of thing? Do you think?
It all depends on what contest you would enter, because like that Fall Classic contest, first place was $500.
Right.
But there's earlier at the beginning of summer, there was a Red Bull contest that me and a team got to be in, and first place was $1,000, but that was split amongst the team. So it's extremely dependent on what contest you go into, who's sponsoring the contest, and where the money is. There was another contest we went to a month ago, I want to say, and it was like a tricks for cash. So basically, if you just landed a trick, you got paid like $5, $10, $20, whatever the people who are judging it determine how hard the trick is. They give you cash right on the spot.
Huh.
So I walked away with like $60 or $80 that day.
Hmm.
So there's like, yeah, it all depends on how big of a contest it is.
What would you say your favorite trick is?
My favorite trick would be,
Or combination of tricks?
my favorite trick would be, it's called a front blunt slide.
Yep. Man, I play Tony Hawk. You don't got to friggin' school me on that shit.
So here's like the easiest way to here's the rail.
Yep.
I'm coming up.
Yep.
Land on the tail and the wheels on the rail, and then slide off.
Yep.
That's the easiest way for me to describe it to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's my favorite trick.
Why?
It's just extremely satisfying. It's a very satisfying trick to lock into it on any obstacle and to land it and roll away.
Would you say that's an easy trick to manual from?
You could come out of the trick into
That's
a
what
manual.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's doable. It's hard, but it's doable because it's a very weight transferring kind of trick.
Because you're all on one side of the board. Right.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
One other thing. Go ahead.
No, this was gonna kind of derail things, so go for it.
Okay. One thing that I did want to ask is something that has been brought up to us previously. Is there any types of like food combinations that you really, really dig? Like that may be a little out of the ordinary?
But you're derailing it too. God damn you.
I don't have any really
some hot take foods that you think other people think are disgusting, but you love.
Yeah, I'd like to hear that. How do you feel about
eggs?
How do you feel about oatmeal?
I can't eat oats.
Oh,
I'm allergic to oats.
I forgot about that. Sorry, this.
But I did
What a
when I was
fucking
younger.
idiot.
When I was
It was not on
younger,
purpose, I promise. But it would be funny if it was.
I was given oatmeal when I was little, and I did not like it. I was not a fan of it. I'd much rather just have cereal than oatmeal. But honestly, like one that people question me about, which is kind of, I don't see what the big issue is, but hot Cheetos with ranch, but it specifically has to be Kraft Ranch.
Why not Hidden Valley?
It's Hidden Valley's a little weird. It tastes really weird with the hot Cheeto, but Kraft Ranch is the way to go with that one.
I'm trying to envision this. So you're dipping the Cheeto in the ranch?
Yep.
Because you're just gonna. All right.
Why not just drink the ranch?
Yeah, you probably should stick a straw in there.
It wouldn't be the first time.
What you do is you take the ranch bottle and you
just
put
start
ranch
squirting the bottle. The whole top comes off and it's just a glob of fucking
No,
ranch.
what you got to do is you just got to get yourself a cereal bowl, just fill it with ranch, throw the Cheetos in there, and then just eat it like cereal.
Cheeto cereal. That's a great idea. You
Hot
get a
Cheetos
spoon.
ranch cereal. Wow.
Yep.
I was going to
I was
suggest you just
gonna
stick it all in a blender, make a
What
nice
I was going to
smoothie with
say
some
is
ice.
take one individual Cheeto. You take one individual Cheeto and you put ranch on it like it's a hot dog and ketchup, and you eat it that way.
Yeah, you realize how like if you have the little packs of ranch, that makes sense. But
Dude,
now
you
you got
imagine?
a whole ass bottle of Hidden Valley just
Packet of ranch. You mean a gusher?
Dude, you know what you could do? You could take like the Hidden Valley Ranch mix and like Cheetos, blend it up, and just friggin' bump it.
True.
You just friggin' snort
yeah,
the
dude.
shit out of that. You could hoover some schneef, dude, with that stuff.
Oh, you can hoover
Some friggin' hot Cheeto schneef. Dude, think about it.
Full
Dude.
circle.
Start hoovering the shit out of
oh,
that.
the burn.
Imagine.
No, thank you.
That'll get you to do a
Oh,
couple of
yeah.
fucking kickflips.
Oh yeah.
for real.
Oh,
You won't be able
man.
to see later.
Nothing motivates
But-
me more than setting my nostrils on fire.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Man, that's what motivates me more than setting my fucking nuts on fire, dude.
That'll get you to do a
Sounds like
fucking
personal
perfect
problem.
run.
That would be pretty motivating. So, Biz, you mentioned Tony Hawk earlier. Now,
I did.
I'm sure you've heard the news. Tony Hawk's son and Kurt Cobain's daughter had a child together named
Francis
Ronan
Cobain?
Walker. Yeah, Francis Cobain. Now he got Ronan Walker Cobain Hawk. Is that it?
I
Better
believe so.
name?
That is
So that leads me to my next question, which is, do you think Courtney Love killed Kurt Cobain?
Yes.
All right.
Not herself, but I think she had a hand in it.
I so didn't expect it to go there.
Got a hand in it? Elaborate.
I
We've
don't
all seen
really-
the documentary.
I think that she just had a hand in planning it. Like she was involved in some sort of way. Whether it be, I don't know.
Disclaimer: Biz does not reflect the same views as this podcast.
My view is that Courtney Love actually manufactured the shotgun. So
What?
It's Smith, Wesson, and Love.
yeah, did you ever play fucking Fallout? They throw some shotguns together.
Just a company called
Yeah.
Shot of
No,
Love.
I think there's something going on there.
It's a good one.
I think there's something going on there. I
Yeah,
agree
I
with
think-
Biz. I agree with Biz.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
there's
say I
some-
don't specifically for titty.
Oh,
Happy birthday, Tids.
I think
You won't see this for a week, but
Happy
I'm just saying.
birthday, Titty!
Happy Tid Day.
Yeah, one of our friends, Artivity, we call her Titty. She gets
Oh.
she goes crazy when you say that Courtney Love didn't kill Kurt Cobain because she's
Did you
very
just-
passionate about that.
About to say she looks like.
I
a
feel like
Courtney
we
Love
should
fan.
have Titty on the podcast.
That's never gonna happen.
I feel like it'd be
Yeah, that'd be
fantastic.
fucking hilarious, though. I would love that.
It would be
You would
pretty
have
fun.
you would have to have her in the VC with you with everybody else and secretly record in order to get her to be on the podcast.
That could be arranged.
We can figure that out.
Yeah, dude.
We'll figure it out.
She'd be laughing the whole time. I'd be like,
she can have her own little segment where she reads a page or two of her smut books.
No.
The one she writes or the one she reads?
The one she reads.
Oh,
I don't think
Yes.
this podcast would last very long if you guys read the one she writes. Probably.
I want to hear him.
does Titty write smut?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, now you know.
because it's Mike's super short show.
Nice.
All right, everyone. That was Bizlog77. Goodbye. No.
What other crazy foods do you feel like that you eat that other people go, what the fuck?
I don't know.
Like for me, no joke, people are gonna judge me for this, and I don't fucking give a shit. But I will just like straight up take like hot dogs out of the package and then just squirt Miracle Whip on it and eat the shit out of it.
What the
Cold?
fuck?
Yep, cold.
What is wrong with
What
you?
is wrong with you?
There it is.
Rude.
Here it is. Do it.
First
I-
off,
okay, I'll
first
say-
off,
I mean,
why Miracle Whip?
Love Miracle Whip.
I do like some Miracle Whip. I have eaten a cold hot dog before, and you know what? It honestly wasn't
It's
half bad.
baloney.
Like,
It's the same thing.
It's Bologna.
No, that's true. My bologna.
I don't understand how people can eat food cold that's like should be heated up. Like cold pizza, don't get it.
What?
I don't get it.
What's wrong with
Pizza's
you?
awesome.
Cold pizza's
pizza's
the
so
best.
gross. I am taking my time and I'm sticking that back in the oven and getting it nice and hot and crispy so I can
Wait,
enjoy
hold on.
Fucking
We got
bitch
guys. We got to understand. Biz is from Michigan and he eats the stupid Detroit style pizza. Okay, we
do
have to
not.
understand.
I do
Okay.
not. I don't even understand the point of Detroit style pizza. I feel
What
like
I
it's
will
just
say
Detroit
is-
trying to be relevant.
Well, the Detroit
What
style
I-
is fantastic. I can't believe you'd go against your roots like that, Biz.
Fucked up, dude.
Jesus Christ.
Biz was
There you go,
down here
Michigan.
a couple months ago. Biz was over here a couple months ago, and we had some Detroit style pizza. And you told me you never even heard of Detroit style pizza.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
like two
no,
spots
it
in Detroit
makes-
that does like some of the best friggin'
It
it's
makes
just
no
stainless
fucking
steel
sense to
pans.
me.
It's a basic grandma pizza. Like that's
It's more of like a it's like a
basically
focaccia
just
kind
it's
of.
basically
Yeah,
just
exactly.
deep dish pizza, isn't it? That's all Detroit style is, isn't it?
well, deep dishes.
I mean, I'll fuck up a
Its
deep
own
dish
oh my God,
pizza,
I just threw up
but-
in my mouth.
Yeah,
Ugh.
extra crispy,
never-
all corner
I've
piece.
never actually had deep
Absolutely.
dish. I don't even know where to find deep dish here.
Dude, you can go to
Deep
like
dish is
Walmart
disgusting.
or something and just get yourself a
not
DiGiorno
pizza.
deep dish.
It's a pie.
That's not the fucking same.
I know it's not
DiGiorno?
the
Are you
same,
kidding
but
me?
it's the closest thing you'll get.
No,
Then I'm not gonna
there's gotta be a deep dish place near you.
Do you have Uno?
Yeah, $5 says Stein and Kim get food poisoning.
Do you have an
from it, though.
Uno? It's like
Ooh.
like an Uno near you? A chain? The Uno restaurant?
I'm gonna fucking shove a turkey leg up your ass, dude.
Why is no one listening to me?
Ooh woo.
We can
Sorry, I
hear you.
got sidetracked.
Stein, do you have an Uno near you?
A what now?
An Uno restaurant.
I've never heard of it.
It's a nationwide chain.
No, I don't think we have anywhere.
Really?
Anywhere near
It's
here.
based out of
Yeah.
I've
Chicago,
never
but
heard of
it's
it.
nationwide. And they do
Huh.
deep dish pizzas.
Or find yourself a Jets
I don't even know what that is.
pizza.
Why don't we get like
We're
a
just-
shallow dish pizza? It's not just. I guess this is pizza.
A what?
Shallow dish pizza.
So a thin crust?
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Thin crust is my favorite.
I like
It's
a good
also-
like
I
said,
love
it's
thin
Oh,
crust.
you're a bitch.
It's also my worst enemy because I'll eat a whole thin crust in one sitting. And then
Oh, I know. That shit's
feel-
dangerous.
I feel like shit the next day.
Yeah, you could just keep down on that shit. I fucking love the thin crust at Pizza Hut. I love Pizza Hut.
I hate Pizza Hut.
That's good.
I used to love
Way
Pizza
better
Hut. I
than
hate it
Domino's.
now.
Oh,
Wait,
well, okay. To be
It's too
fair,
bready.
to be
I
fair,
will argue against that, Rescos.
Way
it's
better.
not nearly as good now. What do you say? What
Domino's
do you
is way
argue against?
better.
Resco's what's saying?
I said Pizza Hut is way better than Domino's.
I disagree.
Oh yeah, I'm with you. I'm
I,
with you.
I
Bud.
think Domino's is
disagree.
way better than Pizza Hut.
I don't mind Domino's.
Pizza Hut
Domino's doesn't
is
have that
all
either.
bread. It's all fucking bread, dude. The whole thing is bread. At least
I love
friggin'
bread, dude.
Domino's hand tossed. You can get some friggin' good shit on it. The thin crust from Domino's is fucking amazing.
Domino's got the better pasta dishes too.
I agree. Biz and I
And
got
chicken.
this.
Domino's has pasta.
Yeah, just make sure your food's cooked all the way,
What?
Wait, why?
so you don't get food poisoning.
Are you what is this, Biz? I get
Because you've
food
had
poisoning
food
one
poisoning
fucking
like
time.
3 times this year.
That's true. He's not wrong.
No, twice.
Biz is right.
That's
How?
still more than what you should.
Actually,
Well,
I
you
don't.
shouldn't
I
have it
think
any
0
times.
is more than what you
I've
should.
never
anytime.
had food poisoning. I'm 34 years old. I've never had food poisoning.
I have.
I've definitely.
Wouldn't
had.
recommend it. It fucking sucks, dude.
I've heard.
Also, since they're bringing it up, I will say,
What are you holding? What is that?
is that a
Is that a
crowbar?
mic stand?
No, it's
No,
a,
it's a mic stand.
no, it's the
I thought
it's the
it was a blow
stand.
dart.
It's the light stand that comes with the Elgato Air
The key light.
Key light.
key light air.
Mm.
I use it to
Yeah, shit,
focus. I use it to focus my camera because the Lumix doesn't have autofocus when it's not recording.
Gotcha.
So I have to
Hmm.
every time I shut the camera off and turn it back on, I have to use something to keep me from reaching close.
We are going to talk about this though, because they were just talking about food poisoning. So last week we did not get the chance to record an episode due to Stein getting food poisoning at the Ren Fair, and B, conflicting schedules for the rest of the week. But maybe we'll take this opportunity. Stein, do you want to talk about your Ren Fair experience?
Yeah, dude. So nice hat there, Stubs. So Kim and I feel like you just put on like your evil pants.
Who?
You.
I'm actually wearing my onesie right now.
Oh, that's fucking sick.
Assassin's Creed now.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody in Assassin's Creed ever wore a onesie.
Yeah, they all did. It's all one big onesie.
Oh, what do you think Theo has under all that? It's a onesie. Anyway, so yeah, Kim and I went to the local Ren Fair this past weekend. We decided to dress up for the first time. We go every year, but this is the first time we dressed up. I was a Witcher, and Kim was a Hobbit. Very classic duo. Everybody knows Witchers and Hobbits go hand in hand. Kim took her costume off after an hour there because she was too warm. It was a cute costume, though. It was adorable.
He was like, wow, she looked good after that.
Yeah, dude.
Just straight up.
You know what it was?
Straight up jorking it.
Yeah, jorking it in the Ren Fair men's room.
Yep.
Ew. I don't know if this is like every Ren Fair, but the men's room at this Ren Fair is one of the most disgusting places on the planet.
It's a Ren Fair. They have to be period. It's just a bucket.
Right. Yeah, it's just a bucket. Yeah, and it's out in the open, no walls.
Yeah. You're literally just squatting over a hole.
It's in like the middle of the town square. You just kind of squat and shit. That's how the plague happened.
Mm-hmm.
But that was before the Ren. You know what? Never mind. Whatever. That's the Dark Ages. But we'll move past it. Yeah, we got these chicken tenders at the Ren Fair because we got hungry, as one does when you're walking around all day. And then we got home and got food poisoning, and it was really unfortunate. We also did a pub crawl. We did a pub crawl like right after we ate, and it started hitting me at least right after about the second stout in. Stout didn't help because that shit sits like a brick. I didn't know I had food poisoning yet.
So what stouts did you have?
It was like a local brewery. It wasn't very good. I'm not gonna lie.
Was it a nitro stout? Do you know?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
The reason why I'm saying this is it probably wasn't the chicken tenders.
Interesting.
It was probably dirty lines in the pub. Because if it didn't hit you till the second one, the first one was settling. Because if it was like straight up food poisoning, like from the chicken tenders, you wouldn't have felt that for 4 hours or so. Like it would have been like.
Well, I was wondering if my stomach was just upset because of the stout, because it sits like a brick, and then after that, the food poisoning also hit me.
I think it was. I think they were dirty lines. I think you got dirty lines in your stouts. That's what I think you got. I think it was the beer.
I probably get all kinds of. I mean, there's literally yeast in that shit. I mean, bacteria is going to grow like it crazy.
It depends on if they haven't cleaned them in time. Like you're supposed to clean the lines every now and then if they haven't cleaned them in a while. Especially if the stout isn't the most popular beer, the lines are just sitting. So if you got,
let's be real. I feel like stout's never the most popular beer.
Never, you usually isn't. So that's why. That's why I said that.
Huh?
Even though stouts are my favorite, I prefer stouts.
I do.
Guinness is my favorite beer of all time. Guinness is my favorite.
Guinness is fantastic. I like Guinness. You mix that with some Jameson. Throw some fucking Baileys in there, make it a car bomb.
I've had way too
many. That was my thing, dude.
I had 9 in an hour and a half once. I had 9 Irish car bombs in an hour and a half once.
Jesus.
How?
I was not well. I was not well.
Like,
is that when you woke up without
full
an
size? Full size.
Like a full pint. So you had 9.5 pints of Guinness plus.
Thank you.
Plus the 2 shots. plus the shots.
Plus 9 pints of Guinness and 18 shots in an hour and a half.
Well, no,
How are you
because
not
it's
dead?
half and half. You do half Bailey's, half Jameson, so it's 9 shots.
Oh, okay.
So 1 shot glass.
What were you trying to forget that night?
Heartbreak.
Holy sh-
Fair enough.
That's
do
not
it.
even a joke.
That'll
Heartbreak.
do it.
Fair enough.
I think I've maybe had twice that amount in my whole life. So that's wild.
I've had so many Irish car bombs in my lifetime. Don't fucking say it, Rescos. Don't fucking say it. I know you're thinking it. Don't make an old
I
joke.
already said it.
You bastard. So I think total, oh Jesus, not to mention I lived in Boston on St. Patrick's Day, dude. You know how many fucking Irish car bombs I've had in my life?
Oh God, yeah, that's fair.
Dude,
That's a very good point, dude. That's gotta be fun.
bro, St. Patrick's Day in Boston is out of control. Out of control. I would love to go to Chicago for a St. Patrick's Day because St. Patrick's Day in Chicago is also friggin' insane.
Yeah, they turned the river green.
It's pretty crazy here too, honestly. I've been here I've been in Philly during St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
As a Uber driver. It was fucking nuts. It's just like a giant sea of people. The crowd surrounded my car when I was trying to drive down the street. It was crazy. Kind of like it's like the sea just parted. I just kind of slowly drove through there. I was like, all right, I guess this is happening.
Damn.
Yeah, I think I have about a 40% vomit rate for car bombs.
You know what makes I can't drink anymore? Jaeger bombs. I can't drink Jaeger anymore. Jaeger is the one thing that if I smell it, I want to vomit.
I love
I've actually only had it once or twice, and both at your place, Rescos.
I love Jaeger.
It's
hate
pretty good.
Jaeger. I don't like.
mind some licorice.
I just don't like licorice. That's my thing. Like it's the taste is just. Ugh. I'm thinking about it. My stomach's turning. It's oh god.
I can't.
That reminds me
to this conversation
Yeah, Biz.
Why is
doesn't
that,
like it at
Biz?
all.
because I'm 34 years sober.
There it is. Have you never drank?
Never.
You've never drank at all. You just straight up
Never.
have never had a drop of alcohol in your life.
Nope.
You
Your
never
parents
tried.
ever
You
give
never
a drop
sipped it.
on the holidays.
Nope. Never had the desire at all to
Never
even
ass
try it.
chugged it.
Nope.
Oh.
Definitely not.
Damn, you didn't boof
You're
that
not a
shit.
big
You didn't
boofer,
boof.
Biz?
You didn't boof that shit.
Not a boofer.
Nice.
You're not a
You're not a Budweiser boofer.
No.
Oh, that's why they call you boof log.
I don't like them.
You haven't
BBs.
lived.
I'm good.
Biz.
Yeah. Boof log.
You boofed.
Hashtag boof life.
I don't like that.
What? So, Biz,
You need to
why?
put that on a sticker.
Why
that
haven't
needs to be,
you?
that needs to be Joey's next T-shirt.
It is. It will be.
Hashtag proof life.
Yeah, it should be. Joey, you know what to do.
So why
Get on it,
why
Joey.
did you not want to drink alcohol? Is it just you didn't want to, or are you allergic, or?
No, I just being in the skateboarding scene, you're around a lot of people that drink and do drugs.
Yeah.
So like, and early on in like I would see people just be that way on that kind of stuff, and I
Yeah.
just didn't like that. So that was a huge factor in it.
That's a
I
fair point.
Seeing people because I've never smoked cigarettes, I've never smoked weed, I've never done any kind of
Dude,
drugs,
you are
I've
a
never drank.
legit straight edge dude.
Is in that sense, yes.
What other sense is there?
People, when you say you're straight edge, people's like, yo, you don't, but you drink caffeine. Get the fuck out of here with
That's
that shit.
fucking whatever, dude.
Oh, yeah,
I
nobody.
know.
Okay, come on.
It's fucking coffee. Shut the fuck up, dude. Like, who
Nah,
cares?
nobody's like that's fucking Satan.
There's no fucking Surgeon General's warning on a fucking cup of coffee. Like, let's fucking calm the fuck down here, people.
But yeah, I just seeing people be that way that are on drugs and drinking. I was just like, I have no problem being around those people, but
We are those people, Biz.
dude, that's okay. I accept you for who you are.
That's how I lost my hand. It was the intravenous drug use and the gangrene.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
And the
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
The gangrene.
gangrene.
Yeah, I got the old gangrenous stub.
Yeah, gangrene. It smelled a bit like
Gangrene.
almonds. Yep.
Like almonds?
Yeah, that's what gangrene
Is
smells
gang-
like is almonds.
Yeah.
Why do you know that?
I don't like almonds.
I don't know why. Oh, now I do know why. Actually, so if you in Austin Powers,
Right.
when in Austin Powers, right, when Will Ferrell gets tossed down the chute by Dr. Evil, he breaks his legs. And he starts talking about how his legs are becoming gangrenous and smell a bit like almonds. I looked it up, and it turns out that gangrene will start to smell a bit like almonds when it starts going gangrenous.
That's so unfortunate.
Who would have thought that something from an Austin Powers movie was medically accurate?
There's a lot of
Yes,
stuff in
true.
movies that aren't medically accurate, but hell, the comedy ones sure are.
I love Austin Powers.
So good.
But
I'm very
Yeah, I know-
badly
I know
burned.
I like gold. Is it I like or I love? I don't remember.
I love gold. I love gold.
I love gold.
good.
I think it needs to sound a little bit more like Arnold Schwarzenegger, though.
Yeah, I love gold. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, you're smoking a pancake.
yeah, banging the beans.
Faja.
My faja.
So,
My faja.
before we get too deep into this, because after last episode, I don't know how long this Steinism is gonna go, so we should probably do the Steinism.
Yeah, we should probably do the Steinism. Stein, let's keep it fucking under 5 hours this time. Can we, please?
I'll think about it. How long was it last time?
Or at least try to contain to one, maybe
Your
quasi-coherent thought.
I think your first Steinism was legitimately 45 minutes long.
How?
Dude, you tell
It
us.
was.
Because you couldn't
I feel
find
like
the
it was in a
goddamn
time
end
warp.
of the story.
You
I feel
really
like it was in a time warp or something.
Dude,
so I just
Biz
kinda
had to
kept
fast forward
going.
it. Dude, Biz was going to take up drinking. Your fucking Steinism was so long, dude.
Hell yeah, brother. That's,
Jesus Christ.
All right, we'll keep it under.
I'm almost positive I was watching your guys' last episode on YouTube, and I
That's
think
the one.
I was driving from back home from skating. I was like an hour away or something
Fell
like that.
asleep.
And by the time I got home, I was still on the Steinism,
Yep.
and that's where I paused at.
Yep.
Well, it's okay. So was it just 45 minutes of me talking, or was it 45 minutes of me and other people talking?
I mean, we were interjecting, but that's what we do. It was still 45 minutes of the episode was your Steinism.
That is
Fair.
45 minutes of my life I will never get back, and I will never forgive you for it.
There were a lot of questions. I don't take blame for that.
You should.
You should
I'll
take
watch
blame.
that part.
No, that's
take
bullshit.
blame for
You're
the-
the one who's creating the questions in everybody's minds, making them go dumb.
I don't
My
make-
brain
listen,
lost wrinkles because of you.
I don't
Joey
take blame for the
definitely
questions.
didn't
I take blame for everything else.
All right. Stein, your homework before the next episode is to rewatch your Steinism from last episode.
I'm
From
not gonna
start
do
to
that.
finish.
And if you can get through it,
I know I can't.
Here you go.
I can barely get through the normal Steinisms.
When do we want to do
I already had to
the
think it all up.
this thing after the Steinism?
Yeah, we'll do it right after the
Yeah.
Steinism.
Okay. Biz,
Oh boy,
have
Yeah,
at it,
take
my
it away,
man.
Biz.
hit me with it.
all right. How do you think Oompa Loompas were conceived?
Wow, Dean Wilder, my man. Let's talk about him. Where was I going to go with that? Fuck.
Here it is.
Do not shame
Start the timer.
Gene Wilder's
All right.
name in
Start the
this
timer
Steinism.
right now. I want to see a fucking actual timer on the screen for how long this fucking Steinism takes.
Oh, nice. That's a good idea. We should do that. All right, that's great.
Steinism timer.
All right.
In the beginning, we had Jim,
Oh my god.
and Jim created Gene Wilder. Yeah, I don't know if you know this, but Gene Wilder is actually really, really fucking old. Like, he was one of the first things ever created. He's just kind of been hiding under like rocks and in the ocean and in like whales' mouths for most of this time. It's just so people didn't know he was there. And then eventually he sprang out in about the 1700s when he was known as Napoleon Bonaparte. And then, after some time passed, a couple hundred years, we found him in the early 1900s in early industrial era, well, mid-industrial era London. That's where we found Gene Wilder. Now, Gene Wilder, at this point, was homeless and was looking for a way to, make ends meet, right? And that's not very easy in mid-industrial era London, right? Because it's there's a lot of poverty and there's not a whole lot of upward mobility, you know? So what Gene Wilder did was he found a bunch of really short orange people and then put a bunch of metal rods in their hips and then cloned them and was like, now we got these guys and I'll sell them to you. Which nowadays is not legal because it's pretty fucked up to sell people.
Oompa Loompa
That's
slave
considered
trade?
slavery. Yeah, so Gene Wilder, unbeknownst to most, ran the Oompa Loompa slave trade and founded it, which is pretty god awful, a terrible crime against humanity.
You fucking take that back. Gene Wilder is a fucking gem.
Oh,
Don't worry.
He did not
this is all
create the
back-
Oompa Loompa slave
does he
trade.
have a redemption arc?
There's a redemption arc.
I don't think there's any
arc.
redemption
is.
arc for slave trade. I don't think
Just
there's a
you
redemption
wait.
arc for slave trade.
Just you wait.
I don't want to wait. I don't like it.
Eventually, he was caught for all this and went on trial. A military tribunal. Actually,
He was in the
because of,
military?
how heinous this was. No. They just got the military involved in this because it was pretty crazy. Anyway, and early 1900s London, everybody knows how it was. So you get it. They uncovered in the trial that this actually wasn't Gene Wilder. This was his long lost evil twin, Steve Wilder.
Oh, like
Now,
you and Brian.
Steve, what's that?
Like you and Brian.
Yeah, Stein and Brine. Yeah, my evil twin. We'll talk about that some other time. Anyway, so Steve Wilder was actually the one responsible. So they just like kind of executed him. And then they're like, all right, well, we have all of these Oompa Loompas that don't have a home now because the slave trade isn't allowed. And they'd have nowhere to go. So Gene Wilder, the real wonderful human that he is, stepped up to the plate and was like, I'll give them a home. And that is how he started his chocolate factory. He asked them, he was like, what do you guys want to do with yourselves? And they were like, we want to make chocolate because some rare genetic defect that occurred in the cloning process made the chocolate gene. It's really like they had a whole lot of that. And that's how we got Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. Any questions?
I love how my question led into the lore of Gene Wilder.
Yeah.
When you
I want to
answered
point
my
out that
you
and not-
answered my question halfway through your explanation.
He didn't even answer your question. That's the
Barely.
problem.
What was the
How
question?
did they?
Yeah,
How
you
were they
said- you said-
created,
you-
Stein? We don't
you-
know. You
you-
just discovered
yeah.
them.
All you said is that you discovered and then cloned them.
No.
Oh, and the
no,
theme's
there's a lot
breast.
more to that. No. He discovered.
How were Oompa Loompas born? How is the first Oompa Loompa born?
Okay, so you want to know how they were created before they were even discovered. Okay, well,
Jesus Christ.
Restart the timer.
Nope. The timer's going all the way through. Start to end.
Oompa Loompas. You ever heard of 3 Mile Island?
Oh God.
The nuclear disaster around Harrisburg, PA. That actually they said it avoided a meltdown, but it actually didn't avoid a meltdown. They just managed to get the shield built over in time, and dug a tunnel under it, so the meltdown just kind of went underground. And there was a bunch of there was a society of people living under there that they didn't realize were under there in a little cave system. And they all got affected by all this radiation. And instead of all dying off by cancer, they turned into Oompa Loompas. They got all orange, and they got these crazy hip abnormalities and green hair and shit like that. And their offspring, they're Oompa Loompas. And then Gene Wilder found them. Steve Wilder found them. And cloned them. Now, 3 Mile Island, I don't know if you knew this, but 3 Mile Island actually happened in like the mid 1800s. So that makes it line up.
So let me get this straight.
So
The Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
yeah.
The Commonwealth of Pennsylvania in the 1800s had already discovered nuclear fusion.
No, they just found it. And fission. We don't generate power with fusion yet, just fission. Come on, Stubs. Yeah, they didn't know what to do with the mutants because they wanted to convince everybody that the meltdown didn't happen, so they shipped them off to London. They did their problem now. Reparations for the Revolutionary War.
Stein, when you're trying to rush a Steinism, you talk in really fast, almost incoherent sentences, a lot like someone you look like. And it's very concerning to me.
Oh no.
I fucking hate you. Stop calling me Ben Shapiro. I don't like him. Bring it on.
You all right over there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm looking up the
Welcome. That
fusion
dude
fission
sucks.
thing.
He's trying to pick up his brain cells after that one.
You trying to figure out if I was wrong about the fusion fission
No,
thing?
I was trying to figure out why I was confused.
Aren't
we all confused?
fusion would be awesome.
Do you know what the difference
Yeah.
between fusion and fission is?
Fission's when you split the atom, and fusion's when you bring two together, merge them.
Yes,
Like Goku and Vegeta.
correct.
Yeah, Gormundo and vegetables.
Still need to play that, by the way, Biz. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know. I beat the grade.
So we
8.
don't use fusion at all. I know nothing about nuclear power, so it's
No, not yet.
Yeah, we don't
It's still being
have a
researched.
use for it yet because we don't know yet how to turn that into power. Is my understanding.
No, we know how to use it. It's just we don't know how to act like reliably make it happen
Gotcha.
safely. Yeah, basically the concept is you split the atoms apart and get this nuclear waste, and then you send that in the fission process, and then you send the nuclear waste to a fusion plant, and then that's used to generate more power and create the material that it used to be before fission was done to it, and then
yep.
goes through the loop, and then you have basically
I never looked at
infinite
that.
power, but not really.
No, Stubbs, you were right. This does get serious sometimes.
See, told you.
That's what we're trying to tell you, dude.
Because I like to learn. I don't like to be wrong. I like to learn things. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It is what it is.
I fucking love learning. I really like nuclear power. I think it's really cool.
It's very dangerous, but it's very cool.
Can be. A lot safer now.
I'm not too far away
Well, I
from
mean-
the nuclear plant.
It's
Either we.
Same.
the problem with right now is that like the only thing that you can really do anything with are like highly dangerously high radiation elements that we do any of this stuff with right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So like most things are uranium, and if it's any of the crazy isotopes, you're gonna be fucking melting your skin off.
Well, yeah, it's very dangerous stuff, but apparently it's actually one of the safest ways to generate power. Considering the amount of accidents that are caused by it over time. Kind of like, I think it's kind of like,
Chernobyl would disagree.
I think it's kind of like one of the situations where, like, technically airplanes is the safest mode of travel.
They are,
because it has
correct.
the fewest accident per
Correct,
flight. But
correct.
when an accident does happen, it kills so many people at once that it's
Right.
huge news. I think it's the same kind of deal. If something does go wrong with nuclear, like there is a meltdown and it's not contained. Well,
Right.
then
I
it's
mean,
like
you
you're
have
fucked.
entire areas of the globe that are now no longer inhabitable for thousands of years.
Right. Like if Chernobyl wasn't contained in time, most of Europe would probably be dead.
Right.
If not all of it.
Right.
So like that's the cost. But Chernobyl was the result of really fucking terrible mismanagement.
Also, Chernobyl, that was a phenomenal miniseries, by the way.
Yes.
That
I haven't watched.
Dude, I have watched
So
that
good.
thing 3 times through. I love that series.
I gotta watch it again.
It's so
I only watched
good.
it once, but
I've heard
It's
it's
so good.
it's
so good.
it was hard to watch the first time because it's
rough.
intense.
It's
Very rough.
It's intense, but it's so good. It's so good.
Yeah, it's
Highly
it's
recommend.
phenomenal. Yeah, it's one of the best shows I've ever seen.
I agree. Crazy. That's hard to say because there's a lot of awesome shows out there, but it was really that well written and acted. It was so well done. So well done.
Yeah.
There were a couple
threw
of
me off.
embellishments because it's cinema. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah, of course.
on some of that stuff. Like I looked up a couple like fact checking things, and some things didn't happen the way that they said, or it looked worse than it actually was. But
Right.
it's television, it's entertainment. But overall,
But honestly,
all the stuff still happened.
all things considered, all things considered, it was still pretty fucking close.
Yeah.
Which is terrifying.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the thing that got me the most was like the very first episode where they show all those people on that bridge just looking at this nuclear power plant on fire and this blue light going into the sky from the radiation.
Yep.
That happened, and every single person on that bridge died from the radiation.
Yep.
Spoiler alert.
Yep.
Spoiler alert.
Well, it actually did happen. That's like saying spoiler alert, the Titanic sinks.
Wait, what? I haven't seen it yet. God damn it, dude.
Son of a bitch. There was room on that fucking door. Fuck you, Rose.
Yeah, there fucking was. Fuck Rose.
Yeah, that was some bullshit.
Then she drops that friggin' $1 million fucking diamond in the ocean. Oh, it just slipped. Oh, no. Fuck you, bitch.
Selfish bitch.
Rose was the true villain of that story.
Rose was the villain of that entire fucking movie.
That was
not
the door.
iceberg. Everybody seems to think the villain was the iceberg. The iceberg.
No,
was
Billy
just
Zane
chilling.
was the villain.
I would argue it might be the ocean.
No, because the ocean just exists. I would say the ocean is a chaotic neutral.
Yeah,
I think chaotic neutral is a really good description of the ocean.
I would say that.
I'd say so. So this is actually a really good segue into our Google Voice message that we got.
Oh yeah, we got our first one.
We got our very first Google Voice message.
Hi, my name is Chuck, and I just wanted to kind of leave a question for Ben Shapiro. What would you say is your favorite movie of all time, and why? Thank you. Bye.
So there we go. It's our first Google Voice message.
God fucking damn it. Look what you've done. Fucking everybody call me Ben Shapiro now.
You're gonna have to get a different haircut.
I'm not getting it. I just got this haircut.
You have to shave your head.
You may have to just start wearing a yarmulke.
Just dye it.
I'm gonna be bleach blonde.
Get contacts.
You should just
Give
get
yourself some
highlights.
frosted tips.
Yeah. Yep. Resco's and I are on the
Frost
same page.
those tips, dude.
I think actually Ben Shapiro looks like me, so I'm gonna go with that.
I think Ben Shapiro's older, so
Yeah.
sorry, dude.
Fucking hate you.
Ben Shapiro is actually almost as old as Jim.
It's
Believe
true.
it or not.
Is he almost as old as Stubs?
Don't tell me
quite.
about fucking Jim lore. I'm the Jim lore master.
Damn it, Biz. You son of a
Not
bitch.
quite. Close.
Love you, Ralphie.
Unfortunately, Chuck, Ben Shapiro isn't part of this podcast, so I don't know what his favorite movie is.
Well, what's your favorite movie?
What's my favorite movie? That is a great question. Thank you for asking so much. I really appreciate that.
No problem.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Yeah, you fucking better be. That's a tough question. I have a lot of movies that I like a lot.
What's the
You know
what's
what
your
someone-
what's your go-to if you were just being lazy around the house and you're just like, you know what, I want to watch that.
Gut reaction, Napoleon Dynamite.
Hell yeah,
Fucking
dude.
love Napoleon Dynamite.
I don't
Tina,
hate
eat
that.
your ham.
Tina, you fat lard. Bet you I could throw a football over the mountains.
That's gonna
It's your
come
own
out really nice.
tots.
Gosh. Yeah, fucking Bafonda. That's such a good movie. It's so good. I've seen that movie like
but not as much as you see.
that's so good.
I still
My
love
my-
technology.
My
always
favorite tidbit
and
about that
forever.
movie is the fact that when was it Uncle Rio?
Uncle Rico
Uncle Rico.
Uncle Rico, he throws the steak at Napoleon. That's
fucking
actually
smashes him in
real.
the face while
It's
he's
actually
riding the bike.
real.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was a behind the scenes thing that I watched, and he actually threw that steak at his head.
I love that. There's not a single moment in that movie that I don't think is pure gold. It's
love is like
now
a
Resco's over
fucking
here. He hates that
dose.
movie.
Really?
Stand it.
Dude, it's so
It
good.
was for me, it was a product of being overplayed. Because we watched
overplayed.
it several
Right,
times.
but you can
through-
something can be overplayed and still be fantastic. Like, look at like friggin' like, dude, like I don't know, friggin' Stairway to Heaven, friggin' Freebird. These are all phenomenal songs, but they're so overplayed, it's obnoxious.
I could see
Bohemian
you
Rhapsody.
cosplaying Uncle Rico.
I have a.
I throw football.
Oh my
over the
god.
house.
Wait, I can see that. Dude,
Um,
you're gonna have to do that.
you're gonna yell even more, Stubs, because there's another movie that I have the same feelings for, and it's The Goonies. Can't fucking stand it.
How?
That
It's
noise.
overplayed. I can't stand it anymore. It comes on. and I'm like,
Overplayed?
"Ugh."
Dude, I think
Yeah.
I've seen that movie like 4 times in my life. What do you mean fucking
I've
overplayed?
seen it like
The only
50
way-
50
no,
times.
fuck off.
Rescos,
The only way-
Rescos, you know when it comes on, you can turn it off, right?
That's what I'm fucking saying. The only fucking way it can be
Growing up
overplayed is if you just
with
sit
my
there.
family. Growing up with my family, they would play these movies repeatedly, and I just got to a point where I would just leave.
Bro,
I'm done.
did
with
you
it.
only
I
have
don't
one
wanna
room in your
Coloring
house?
book and mind your own damn business.
That's
then.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, dude. Fucking
Can't do it.
Bro, that is one of the greatest movies ever.
Data is one
It's
of
a
the
good
best
movie, but, like, I
characters
can't stand
ever out of a movie.
Slick shoes.
wait, what did you say? What's the last one, Alex?
Slick
What's the
booty
last
traps.
take?
So when I first saw it, like it was a good movie. I can't stand it. Can't sit in on it.
If you can't
You know who I'm
find
not a. You know what? But now I'm trying to think. What are some other hot movie takes? Have any hot movie takes?
Oh, here's one
I
for
don't
you.
like The Exorcist.
Here's love The Exorcist. Here's one that I don't like. Godfather.
Never seen
Never
it.
seen it.
The
don't like The
Godfather.
Godfather?
I don't like any Italian mob movies or shows. I don't know what it is about it.
That movie's pretty universally loved.
Yeah, I know. I've
Except
seen
for
it.
the third one.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
Like I've watched it because it's one of the greatest movies of all time. I get it. I just don't like the subject matter. Like
That's fair.
objectively it is a great movie. It's just not my thing.
Not a noir guy.
What?
Noir.
Noir.
Would you say that's a noir film?
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
No.
No, I
No.
wouldn't say so.
Oh,
I would say
all right,
like
fair enough.
Casablanca is like something like that, but
I haven't seen that
I have
either.
I have
For
a
good
kind
things.
kind of hot take in the other direction. I really, really enjoyed Bubba Hotep. I thought that movie was hilarious.
I
and
never
everybody
saw it.
else seems to hate
The
it.
hell is that?
Never.
it's
never
like
was
it's
heard
like
of it.
an Elvis impersonator, like sort of
Yeah.
thing. It's like a
Oh,
Like
I can't
Johnny
stand
It's a Bruce
friggin-
Campbell movie.
yeah.
I can't stand.
Oh, of
it.
course, it's Bruce Campbell.
I fucking love
Yeah.
Bruce Campbell.
Oh, thank you.
Bruce
Yeah,
Campbell.
I don't. Thank you very much.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm not a big
Yeah,
Elvis
that
fan.
movie was
personally.
cheesy as fuck, and I loved every minute of it.
That's how I feel about The Room. That's not that hot of a
Oh, I
take.
fucking hate that movie.
It's so funny, dude.
It's funny. It's funny.
terrible.
The problem is it's funny. It's not supposed to be.
No, I know. It's fucking awful. It's a terrible movie.
Right.
One of the
That's
worst
why I
movies
can't
I've ever
stand
seen.
it. Like, it's not supposed to be funny because the dude's serious. Tommy Wiseau is serious.
I know. That's what I can't wrap my head around it. Like, what
That's-
is going through
I
that man's
feel
head?
the same way about that movie as I do about reality TV. Like, it's
Fair.
supposed to be serious, but like, people are like, oh my God, I love The Bachelor. I love friggin' Jersey Shore because it's a train wreck. Like, why are we giving these people fucking screen time?
Right. Well,
Like,
with
why
Tommy
aren't
Wiseau,
like
it's because I
Nobel
wanna see more
laureates?
Tommy Wiseau.
I completely agree with you, Biz. Why aren't we giving screen time to Nobel laureates? Why aren't we giving screen time to people that will actually better the fucking society? We all sit here and we fucking complain about society and where it's at, but we're doing nothing to fucking help it.
It doesn't make anybody money.
Yeah.
I agree.
It's all about the money.
Fucking start monetizing fucking brains and science, dude. Then you'll start friggin'. Well, they already did that actually
Yeah.
in the wrong way.
Yeah.
What about,
I'm
what
with
about
you,
Biz?
Stubs.
What's your favorite movie of all time?
My favorite movie of all time is Hook.
Fuck yeah, dude.
It's a good one.
Hook, like Captain Hook?
No,
Well-
Robin Williams.
Yes,
Yeah.
Captain Hook, but yeah.
Yeah. I've seen that.
Yeah, it's
I haven't seen that in like.
I've seen that so many times, dude. I fucking
Last time I think the last time I saw that was maybe 20 years ago.
I still have it
remember
on VHS.
Yeah. Fucking love that movie, dude.
All-time favorite movie.
Yep.
I'll have to give it another watch. It's been too long. I don't remember it.
You bag of pre-chewed food, dude?
You stupid man!
Yeah, stupid man.
Stupid man!
I'm laughing because I don't get the references.
I have my happy thought. It's me not being in a slingshot.
Oh, it's so good.
Stubs, what
Yeah.
about you?
Shawshank Redemption.
Oh.
That's my
Solid
favorite.
movie.
My favorite movie
That's
of all
what.
time.
That's one of those movies. If you're flipping through the channels and you
Always
just
watch it.
stumble upon it, you finish watching it no
Yep.
matter where it's at.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Never seen it.
You
I know.
haven't,
Never seen
I
it?
need to.
bro?
It's on my
We need to
list.
have a
I need
movie
to.
night.
I need to do it.
Directed by Frank Darabont, the same guy who did Walking Dead
I'll-
and Green Mile.
I'll watch any
Walking
movie
Dead?
that's
He
narrated
directed
by
Walking
Morgan
Dead?
Freeman.
Same guy.
That's crazy. I haven't seen Green
Mile's
Mile
a
either.
Great movie too.
Um,
Green
yeah,
Mile's
I
a
need-
great movie.
I
Michael
love
Clark
Stephen King.
Duncan, the best.
Mhm.
R.I.P.
I love Stephen King, and I haven't seen his best movies, and I need to do that.
Mm.
Yeah.
What
What's
are
the
your
best? What's
Now
the-
we know what your least favorite movies are, Rescos. What's your favorite?
See, for me, I really love the cheesy comedy movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like I
The
got
opposite of what Joey likes.
yeah. Um,
You like the
It-
cheesy
it's
comedy
sticking out
movies,
of
but
my
you
mind.
don't like Napoleon Dynamite.
I watched it too many times. I just didn't like it anymore.
So
It was
you
too many
liked it,
times
and then you
rapidly.
don't like it. Got it.
No, it was more like I was for whatever. Anyway, there's two sticking out of my mind. It's Robin Hood Men in Tights
Fuck yeah.
or Army of Darkness are the two sticking out of
Ooh.
my mind.
I
right
haven't
now.
seen either one.
Oh,
Army of Darkness
dude.
is
Army of
fantastic. I
Darkness
got-
is fantastic.
It's so good, dude. Army of Dark. It's
Downstairs,
not
bro.
like my go-to film. Like, it's funny, but like there's some
Yeah.
things about it that are a little too cheesy for me, and I'm just like, all right.
I love the cheesy. I think it's
it's
awesome.
great though, dude. It is good.
Do love me some. If you like, do you like Black Dynamite? I feel like you would like Black Dynamite.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either.
It's a comedy kung fu movie. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
I love Kung Pao Enter the Fist.
Oh, so
Kung Pao is
good.
fantastic.
I haven't seen that.
It's one of the
Oh wait, yeah,
great-
that one. Yes, that was fucking hilarious. I
Yeah.
love that
we
movie.
watched it. We watched that in a movie night, Stein.
Yeah, we did. I think we watched Black Dynamite there too.
Granny is
Oh,
my favorite in that
What's
movie.
the
at least.
another one in that same vein, kind of Kung Fu Hustle.
I haven't seen that one.
Kung Fu Hustle
Kung
is the
Fu
one.
Hustle is
That's
Kung
it's
Fu
so
Hustle is
good,
so
dude.
good. That's
Kung
some
Fu
of the
Hustle is
best
the one where
martial
like
arts
it's hard to explain. It's like its own thing. I can't. It's nothing like
it
anything
really
else.
is. It has some of the best like
Kung Fu scenes.
yeah,
amazing.
the choreography in that is so good.
Oh, incredible. Now I want to watch it. Actually, it's so good.
All right. So, following up on this, here's a good question for you guys. Least favorite actor / actress.
Mm.
I know one of you is Nick Cage, and I can't remember who it is.
It's me.
That's who
I
it
hate
is.
Nick
Yeah,
Cage.
yeah.
I fucking hate him so goddamn much.
Yep. It varies for me. I really, really, really dislike Amy Adams.
Amy Adams.
You said that, yeah.
Yeah, I really
It's
dislike her
perfect.
acting.
Who's Amy
It's
Adams?
perfect.
So Amy Adams was in Arrival. She was like the main character in Arrival. She was Lois Lane in the Superman movies. Like the new one with Henry Cavill.
Oh, okay. I don't have an opinion about her at all.
Like I liked her in Arrival.
yeah, I don't really-
But for some reason she just annoys the piss out of me.
In Man of Steel, I feel like she didn't really put much effort into the acting in that movie.
Yeah, I thought she was fine. I don't know what it is about her. It just and she's probably a very nice person. I'm just saying, like I don't know what it is. It's something that just drives me up a wall. I would say another person that's like that for me is Jesus, who is fucking fuck. What's his name?
What was he in?
I'm trying to remember. Hold on.
We can come back to you.
Yeah, come back to me.
Stein?
That's a tough one. I really don't like Fran Drescher. Mostly because
I can't stand her voice.
yeah, that's it. It's her voice.
She
I
doesn't
don't know.
sound like that, right? Like from the
Well,
nanny.
she actually does.
No, she only sounds like that when she's acting.
Yeah, she doesn't
Yeah,
sound like that in real life. Like when you hear her
We're
talk,
talking about-
because she's
we're talking about as an actor though.
Yeah.
oh, touche. I see what you're saying.
But in real life, I'm sure she's a lovely person. But, well, maybe not. Who knows? Maybe she sucks.
possible.
But
She's
Who
still
knows?
alive?
Yeah, she's still.
No.
I think so.
She's the president of like BAFTA or something like that, or SAG, the Screen Actors Guild.
No, it sucks.
She's the president of one of those, and I don't remember which one it is.
Huh.
Okay. Biz?
Oh, wait, no, that's not my answer.
Oh.
Adam Sandler. Can't stand him.
Oh no!
I can't stand him either. I can't stand
Hate
him
him.
either.
He's
You
the
guys
worst.
Suck. You guys suck.
He has like 3 good movies
Yeah, and they're all great.
Yeah.
out of the 700.
So what?
The three movies are good, but like
I think
Just
Adam Sandler
irritates
has
me.
a great range.
She's the union president for
Hard
SAG-AFTRA.
disagree. Hard disagree, Biz.
oh really?
Who is it?
You ever seen any of like his serious movies?
Who?
Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler.
Oh,
We're still
Adam
talking about
Sandler's serious movies are amazing.
Yeah,
You have serious movies?
Yeah.
yeah.
Punch
They're not
Drunk Love.
serious.
Friggin' Gem, Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems. Yep.
And I was Josh Safdie's needs an Uncut Gems. Uncut Gems.
Yeah, dude.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah, he was up for an Oscar for that friggin' role, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe I'll have to see a serious movie with him in it. I haven't seen one. I've always seen him in comedies. I
I'm
don't
not
like his
gonna lie,
comedy though.
if I'm looking at a movie to watch and I see that it has Nick Cage or it has Adam Sandler in a starring role, not watching it.
See, I've like,
seen
Dude, you didn't
Cage.
like
I
50
both of
First
them.
Dates, dude? 50 First Dates? Like, that was a great one. Like Billy Madison,
I
Happy
can't- I can't-
Gilmore.
The last time
I can't stand that movie because of Drew Barrymore.
I
The
fucking
last
love
time
50
I
First
tried to
Dates.
watch an Adam Sandler movie, because I saw the movie on Netflix, I clicked it, and I was like, it's an Adam Sandler movie. Let me give it a shot. It was fucking Click. That was the
love
last
movie.
Adam Sandler.
Loved it.
No,
Loved it.
awful.
Loved it.
I'm gonna be
Never seen
honest.
it.
I didn't like Click either.
I loved it. I thought it was hilarious.
I wasn't a fan of it.
What I did like was 8 Crazy Nights. That was funny.
Fucking hilarious.
Oh, I'll watch that movie religiously.
I got
That's
my
a
finger
good
in your
movie.
mouth, kitty, but I don't feel no teeth.
Yeah, that movie's pretty fucking funny.
Dude, it's so good. That's a technical foul.
Possibly a homicide.
Biz.
Yeah, Arnold cameo.
My least favorite actor or actress.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but Julia Roberts, first one that comes to mind. I can't stand her.
What?
Yeah,
What is
Oh,
it about
I
Julia
feel-
Roberts that's so offensive?
I feel like every role she does, she's just a bitch.
That makes sense. She plays it
I
well.
can't like. Yeah, I guess I don't know. I don't like her because she plays Tinkerbell in Hook.
Yeah, she's
I'm not-
fantastic.
I'm- yeah, she does but it could have been. That's my only gripe about Hook is her as Tinkerbell. But I don't know. And as far as like my favorite actors or actresses, I might get shit for this, but I like Jared Leto.
You can like him in other things that aren't the Joker.
I liked
You're-
him as the Joker.
Fuck, awful.
I liked him as the
I can't
Joker.
say anything against it.
I know it wasn't the best.
Hang on.
I know it wasn't the best. I will recognize that, but I can't say that I hated it. Especially the deleted scene in Justice League.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
one of the reasons why I hated it most.
All right.
At the
Stubbs,
end-
I'm going to
really?
get to the bottom of this.
Yeah.
I'm going to get to the bottom of this, Stubbs. Do you hate Jared Leto Joker because it's not Heath Ledger? Or
No.
do you hate Jared Leto Joker because it's bad?
I hate
Like,
Jared
do you have
Leto Joker
Skyfall
because it's
syndrome going
bad.
on here?
No,
I don't think it's bad.
I think
just
it's bad.
It's not Heath Ledger.
it's not. It's not the Joker. It's not good.
All right. I want to make sure there's no.
No.
There's a whole thing with Skyfall. When Skyfall came out, everybody was like, after the next movie after Skyfall, everybody fucking hated it. And it's like, it's just because it wasn't as good as Skyfall, but it was still a good movie. You
What do
know
you
what I
mean?
mean?
I know. I haven't watched a Bond film since Pierce Brosnan. So
So Skyfall
seen
came
a
out,
Bond
and
movie.
Skyfall came out, and everybody regarded it as like the best. Right? It was amazing. It was awesome.
yeah,
And then the next one came out,
Casino
and it was
Royale?
like, I don't remember what the next one was, but it was okay.
yeah.
And everybody fucking trashed it just because they were comparing it to Skyfall. You know what I mean?
Right. No. I'm. When it comes to movies, I'm never comparing them to each other. Like it's never. Every piece because it's everybody's doing something different. So I get that his Joker needs to be different.
Yeah.
I get it. I just hated the portrayal of it
I think what
because it's not.
I think-
It's not a cerebral psychopath that the Joker is.
I
Yeah.
think he tried to combine too many different versions of the Joker into one Joker.
That's what I'm saying.
Because you got the gangster, the anarchist, the psychopath, all
Right.
the different kinds of Jokers. I think he tried to combine them into one. I think that's where he screwed up.
Right. But that's why I didn't like it. The other reason why I didn't really like it is that his method acting for that. There were a lot of stories around what he did method acting wise
Mm-hmm.
to prepare for that role, and it's pretty fucked up. And it's
Yeah,
like
the whole method
do.
acting, I never really understood. Oh, he left like the head of something in someone's.
yeah. Like he was like this is where Peter would have a field day sort of thing. Like
Oh.
Yeah.
yeah. Like the head of, I
Yikes.
think it was like a pig. If I think it was like it was a head of a pig that somebody left in somebody's refrigerator in their trailer. Like
Ew.
Yeah, something along those lines.
there was like I don't know if this was true or not, but there were some rumors that he sent like used condoms to some other co-stars.
Ew.
Ew.
Yeah.
that one sounds made up, but
I feel like that's not method acting. I feel like that's finding an excuse to be a creep.
Yeah.
Interesting.
All right. Am I the asshole for asking my girlfriend to move out because she started a career as an influencer and stopped respecting my privacy? Oh boy. All right, let's go.
I found this one before. Yeah.
I've been living with my girlfriend for 2 years. First, everything was great. We got along well, spent time together, and had a good balance between our personal lives and being a couple. But a few months ago, she started building a career as an influencer. At the beginning, it was just a fun hobby for her. Some pictures, a couple of videos, nothing over the top. I always supported her and was proud that she found something she enjoyed. However, things quickly spiraled out of control. Our apartment has turned into her personal studio. Every corner has to be perfectly curated for photos. Every room is a potential backdrop for her vlogs.
Vlogs.
Yeah, that's right. I'm starting something new, dude.
That was a very Ben Shapiro thing to say.
Yeah, it was.
I didn't say P word, I said vlog. Shut the fuck up, Biz. For her
It's
vlogs.
a wet ass vlog.
Wet ass. All right, that's pretty good. I'm gonna start calling you vlog instead of Bizlog.
No.
When I come home tired from work, all I want to do is relax, but immediately there's a camera in my face because she's filming content. Filming content. It's in quotes. Even our private conversation.
You fucking douchebags. Fuck you, Biz. Fuck you, Biz. Now everyone's sending quotes to me with only one fucking quote on it.
Dude, I completely forgot about that.
Who's doing that?
Jesus fucking Christ.
All right. Anyway,
Keep going.
even our private conversations
About that.
are.
You need to insert the Twitch clip into that because that was fucking hilarious.
He doesn't have friends outside of us. He's not supposed to.
Yeah. Okay, just making sure.
Can I say something real quick though?
What?
It's kind of funny when he tries to use air quotes. He can only use one hand.
Telling.
It's like he's trying to quotate an unfinished sentence.
I just do this. I just do this for air quotes. Because it's implied. If I had another goddamn hand, Biz, I would do the other air quote. But because I don't, I just do this because I'm assuming you all know what I mean when I just do the one-sided air quote. Back in the day when I gave a shit about what people thought of me, I used to do this thing. I used to do either sided air quotes. I used to do this.
Yeah, I want to see
for
that.
context. Go on.
All right. Even our private conversations are often recorded without my prior consent. And then I find them posted in her videos. It got especially awkward when she posted part of a conversation where I shared something deeply personal, which I didn't expect to be made public. I tried talking to her about it, but she always brushed it off, saying I'm overreacting and that it's just part of her job. And I should be more understanding. Over time, this has started to wear me down. I feel like I no longer have any space in our home where I can just be myself without worrying about being filmed or photographed. A few days ago, after yet another incident where I came home and was caught on camera, I decided to have a serious conversation with her. I told her that I understand her influencer career is now an important part of her life, but for me, it's becoming too much. I suggested that maybe she should consider moving out, not because I want to break up with her, but because I need a private space where I don't feel constantly watched. She flipped out. She said I was selfish, that I wasn't supporting her career, and that I was trying to control her. She accused me of sabotaging her success instead of being proud of what she's achieved. Now we're barely speaking, and I feel like my boundaries and needs aren't being respected at all. On one hand, I get that her job excites her, but on the other hand, am I really the asshole for just wanting some privacy and space in my own home?
No.
Am I the asshole?
No.
So
No,
Agreed.
but what he should have, instead of telling her to move out, I think he should have talked to her about
Finding a
bigger
different
place.
space.
Yes,
Yeah.
a bigger place, so that way
Yeah.
you have a bigger place to separate the privacy and her job.
Yeah, there's a
I
better
think-
way to go about it. I don't think he's the asshole for wanting privacy
private
because for her, she's okay with being public all the time. For him, he's not, clearly.
Right.
She's a bit of the asshole for not respecting that because it's part of her job. She's being very selfish in that respect, by not respecting his boundary.
Yeah, like I don't know. I feel like the moving out thing doesn't make much sense, because why wouldn't you go right to, why don't you just stop sticking a camera in my face? Because like she could still do all that stuff without doing that.
Because it sounds like he already had the conversation of not sticking the camera.
Oh yeah.
So like he already talked to her about, I want these things to be private. I don't really like this being online, blah, 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 blah. And she's like, well, you're not respecting my, my career. My whole thing with this is that he is, I mean, asking her to move out, it all depends on who's on the lease, I guess, but, or who owns the home, depending on their living situation.
Yeah.
But, I just think maybe if that's the case, like, hey, if this is a 2-bedroom place, can we make it so that you're one of the spare bedroom is a, is an office for you for content creating? Or like, hey,
Right.
like where or like we know, like we have a schedule, like I'm on my way home, please don't be recording in the middle of the living room.
Right.
Yeah.
More, I think it just sounds, most of this stuff, anytime we already talk about this, most of this stuff just comes down to poor communication.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Almost every, I would argue every single one does, because in what situation in your life would you ever find yourself in any kind of disagreement with somebody in your life and you're like, I'm going to turn to Reddit?
Right.
Like
Right.
posting this
That's
whole
a great
thing on
point.
Reddit and seeing what these random fucking people think.
That's
like,
a great point.
nah.
That's a great point. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of like my thing with that. It's just like all you'd have to do. It sounds like the conversations they were having weren't productive. Like,
it sounds
Very
to me
one-sided.
right.
It sounds to me that they had the conversation, but they didn't really have a conversation. He just talked at her, and then he jumped right to, okay, well, I want you to move out.
Right. Again, with Reddit, we don't know how far it went. The conversations. Like, he only wrote that he went from that to that, but it sounds like he's had a few conversations, and after his boundaries not being respected, he's like, you know what, fuck this, move out.
Yeah, we're also missing the context of like, okay, well, was it actually a conversation, or did this person just go to her and is like, I don't like this, or just started yelling?
Right.
But,
right.
I'm not going to assume that based off of this, but.
Right.
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 All right. Well,
right.
Biz,
Right.
do you want to, is there anything you want to say to everyone listening?
Let people know
Be
what you got
happy.
going
It
on in your
drives
life,
people
dude.
crazy.
That's right. That's exactly right. And where can our audience find you if they so wish to learn more about Bizlog?
You can follow me on Twitter at Bizlog777, or you can find me live on Twitch at Bizlog77.
Why the extra 7?
Because I have an old Twitter
That you
back
can't
when
log
Twitter was like the first thing, like it first came about, and it's still an account, Bizlog77, so I have to use Bizlog777.
Why didn't you just use the old account?
Because I made that like when I was like 18, 17, something like that. And I don't remember the login. Oh, the email that's connected to it got corrupted, so that doesn't exist anymore. So
Corrupted?
I tried.
Yep, it definitely got hacked. We'll just go with that.
Yeah.
Shut up, IT guys. Fuck you.
You know what, dude?
Yeah, I tried reporting it so I can claim the name, but it didn't work. So
That happened with one of mine
All right,
too.
fair enough.
Yep.
All right. I think that's gonna do it for this episode then. So yeah.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Bye, guys.
Love you.
Bye.
Leo Lopez. Leave us a message on
Later.
Google Voice.
Skizlog.
Do 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 do.
You know what, dude?
You know what, dude?